stories begin either with a dream or a heartbreak. Mine began with a heartbreak, birthing a dream. A dream to become one of the greatest orators of this generation. It all began when I was 13. As a young teenager, I was not only a straight A student, but also a sport for the arts. One fine day, I was just sitting around with my friends in between our dance rehearsals while it happened. There we were, sitting with a good old gang, cracking jokes and laughing our hearts out. I thought I was being funny when I hurriedly interjected the ongoing joke with a wisecrack of my own. And in that split second, I went on from being the wisecrack to the joke. What transpired was that I think I'm the queen of sarcasm, goofed up with my pronunciation of the intended punch and transformed it into something overtly A-rated, thus becoming the roast instead of the roaster. The joke then was no longer on the misintended insinuation, but the laughs and sneers were unleashed upon my erroneous language skills. And naturally, I was mortified. Has there ever been a moment in your life when you wanted to vanish into thin air just to escape that moment? This was my such moment. I wanted to run away, to disappear, to stop existing, just to escape the public embarrassment I was feeling at the loving hands of my so-called friends. But that was not meant to be. This marked as the inception of my dream. My dream to be one of the most extraordinary orators to walk this earth and inspire generations to come. 15 years ago, I began my journey of self-education on speaking mastery, and today, here I stand, humble and proud to share my key learnings with you all. For the last 15 years, I have dedicated myself to master the stagecraft of public speaking, to learn the infallible science of speechcraft, to learn the irresistible art of voicecraft, and to master the invincible strategy of mindcraft, to come together and master my very own magic of stagecraft. Fortunately for me, the challenge was not to overcome stage fright or the fear of public speaking. I had been modified enough for this lifetime. Speaking on the fear of public speaking, did you know that a recent study conducted by the Gallup Institute found that over 40% of the American population is afraid of speaking in front of an audience? 40%. Come to think of it, what do you think we are really afraid of? What is this looming danger we avoid with all our might, lest we evolve from being a voice to a vortex? Perhaps an idea vortex? You know what I believe we are afraid of? What we foresee as a serious threat to the silent soliloquies we enjoy in the shadows? It is not the fear of being judged, nor is it the fear of mock and jeer. It is certainly not the fear of failure, nor is it the fear of freezing up on stage. Because each of these so-called fears can be conquered with practice and training. What we are really afraid of is not the fear of public speaking, but the tsunami that could come after. I believe that each one of us is terrified deep within our souls to unleash the tsunami. A tsunami of inspiration, a tsunami of passion, a tsunami of transformation, or perhaps a tsunami of passion, of courage, and of selfless love for each other. A tsunami we must eternally serve because it was our voice at its epicenter. And so, we cower behind the seductive illusion of fear. Yes, illusion. Because your illusion fear of public speaking is in fact your fear of stepping up and speaking out and discovering the true spirit, the true voice of your own soul. So what are you really afraid of? is our own undiscovered greatness. Ask yourself, are we really terrified of discovering the true voice of our soul? Yes, it is impossible for me to not feel terrified and thrilled at the same time as I take the stage today and pour my soul to you. It is only human to do so. But if you were to master the art of speaking like the presidents, charming like the celebrities, would you then give yourself the permission to unearth your own greatness? Would you then step up, speak out, and enchant the world like only you can? Today, we will journey together into the magical world of StageCraft and emerge emboldened to take on any stage that life presents to us and slay it like we mean it. StageCraft is the love child of the science of speechcraft, the art of voicecraft, and the strategy of mindcraft. Once we master these two fundamentals of public speaking, we can then manifest our very own magic of stagecraft. So let us begin with speechcraft. Speechcraft is the science of your speech craft. Literally, here we focus on how you craft your speech. The three elements of speechcraft you must master are: number one, be clear. Your big idea is your magnum opus, a work of pure art. Be absolutely clear what your audience understands with the offer you bring on the table at the very onset. Because if they don't, you risk losing your audience before even wooing them. Clarity births conviction. Having absolute clarity about what your idea changes once again and communicating it effectively to your audience helps your audience align their cerebral compass with yours. Be absolutely clear about the premise and the promise of your idea such that an 8 to an 80-year-old can connect with your idea and follow you with utmost conviction. Clarity of destination guarantees that your audience will jump on board this fascinating journey with you and, more importantly, stay with you. Number two, be seasoned. Wine your idea to perfection. Winding of your ideas is seasoning your ideas with a deep ideation to present them with unrivaled eloquence and impact. Season your ideas with inspiring stories, engaging humor, and poetic panache. Stories have the power to connect beyond time and geographies. Humor rockets your likability almost instantaneously. And the power of panache, infusing your talk with beautiful language, helps you build a truly immortal talk. While everyone may not be a great storyteller or slay the stage with humor, every one of you can master the science of speechcraft with infusion of beautiful figures of speech to craft extraordinary talks. Talks that inspire, influence, and impact generations to come. Remember, a seasoned speaker has the power to transcend his talk from information to inspiration, from a message to a movement, and from being a lesson to being a legacy. Number three, be contextual. Understand your audience really well. Answer the singular most important question in your audience's mind. What is in it for me? With personalized value for each. We human beings are wired differently, and so is our influence quotient. Hence, the classic tools of persuasion, ethos, pathos, and logos were devised to influence our influence quotients. Every extraordinary speech will have a perfect blend of each of these tools of persuasion. Ethos for those influenced by credibility, pathos for those by emotions, and logos for those partial to logical reasoning. Understanding your audience's needs and wants, fears and desires, challenges and ambitions will help you craft a truly tailor-made talk. Remember, the most beloved speech discover what they didn't know, that they didn't know, and by thus changing life as they knew it. Moving on to voicecraft. The three elements of voicecraft that you must master are: number one, be interesting. Do you remember the first time you sat on a roller coaster ride? I'm sure you were blown away with the twists and turns and highs and lows. So you need to take your audience on a similar roller coaster ride with your talk. The antidote to dull, soporific speeches is to be interesting. Design your speech with purposeful speed hacks at strategic intervals to not only thrill your audience with the roller coaster speech, but to create the desired impact with your content as well. You need to dial up your speed of talking to enthrall them, excite them, rouse them, and stir their souls. You need to dial down your speed of talking to engage them, to inspire them, and to home into their hearts. Artistic speed hacks like these help you drive your audience into a collective euphoria, which is as priceless as the indelible feeling of that first roller coaster ride. Employing speed hacks like these in your voicecraft help you to make the most mundane subjects interesting, but ensure that you practice and master your speed hacks before the actual delivery in order for your talk to be interesting and not embarrassing. Number two, be inviting. One playing host, we never ever serve frozen foods to our guests, do we? Well, at least in India, we don't, right? In India, we go Aditi Devo Bhava all the way to our kitchens. Now we call the most lavish lunch on that you have been invited to and a delicious buffet on display. Variety in food craft is indeed the spice of life. Similarly, variety in your voice craft is the spice of speechcraft. Having volume and tone variations in your talk make for the most inviting and palatable talks. Think of it as the burst of flavors you experience at a buffet. Delivering your talk with a smorgasbord of volume and tone variations help you invite, tempt, and satiate your audience, and this truly is an art worth mastering. Deliver your talk with a crisp colloquial tone to engage the mental faculties and deepen it with drama to woo them with wonder. Ensure that you seamlessly weave these variations of volume and tone play to not only invite your audience deep into your talk, into your story, but to also make your story theirs. Number three, be impeccable. Take a moment to revisit the first date with the guy or the girl that you have been crushing on forever. What extents did you go to make it the perfect first date ever? Think of your talk with your audience as this first date, which you must be your impeccable best at. Being an impeccable performer demands practice and perfection of diverse language semantics. Which of these, pronunciation, enunciation, and emphasis, are the most significant tools of a flawless performance? Consider these to be the deal breakers. Pronunciation is the heart of an impeccable performance. If you screw this, it's game over. Enunciation lies at the soul of the most eloquent performances. Enunciate your every word to its fullness. Completing your every word is about fulfilling the purpose behind speaking. Rushing it to just get done with it only dilute the impact. Just like that. And remember, emphasis is the personality of an impactful performance. Emphasize the key words throughout your speech to drive home the core ideas straight. And remember, pronunciation, enunciation, and emphasis infuses the poise, the passion, and the pizzazz that impeccable performances are made of. Finally, we are up against Minecraft. Minecraft is the strategy behind public speaking. Here we focus on voided by you or your idea. The three elements of Minecraft you must master are: number one, be emotional. Minecraft is making them fall in love at first speech. We control our emotions, our creativity, and our decision-making process locally in the right hemisphere, while our left one controls language, logic, and reasoning. It is no shocker that emotions and decisions are controlled locally in the right cerebral hemisphere, because when emotions lead your mind, feelings strengthen the bond, and powerful life decisions follow suit. The most prime strategy of Minecraft is to form an emotional bond with your audience at the very onset, much akin to the one I built with you today. The true magic of Minecraft unfolds when you allow yourself to be vulnerable by design. We are wired to fall in love with stories that resonate with ours. So make it personal. Unmask yourself, strip that ego, and speak your soul. The moment your audience puts themselves in your shoes, my friend, you will make them relive your story, and how. The decision is already made, and rest, as they say, is pure stagecraft. Number two, be seductive. Minecraft is intellectual copulation. Being seductive is perhaps the best kept strategy of the most extraordinary speakers across generations. Right from Martin Luther King to Obama, from Oprah to Malala, and from Gandhi to Steve Jobs, have time and again seduced generations of dreamers to dream with them. Today, I encourage you too to seduce your audience to dream with you, to paint a picture, to paint a beautiful, more meaningful tomorrow for them, and thus inspire them to join you in this journey. Use the power of your words to charm them, to woo them, to make love to their aspirations, to build a crescendo of courage, to let go of inhibitions, to experience the euphoria of transcendence, and to rise beyond the unexplored horizons of greatness. Enchant their hearts and seduce their minds to dream with you, to dare with you, and to do whatever it takes to build a truly extraordinary life. Number three, be exemplary. Some of the most beloved speakers across lifetimes have showed the world how they did it. Never ever preach from your ivory tower. Only when you connect with your audience by teaching them how to embrace the change you are championing, how to transform themselves by following the path to the promised land with a footprint to lead the way. Will your audience be influenced to take action? Remember, you need to fire their souls to take action today, to change today, to grow today. Never ever make the mistake of telling your audience what needs to be done. Rather, show them how you did it. Ensure that you make your audience believe that if you can do it, they can do it better. Being exemplary is perhaps the most effective strategy of Minecraft, because this is how your story becomes their dream. These are the 9 elements of StageCraft, which will empower you to master magical oration. This is the science, the art, and the strategy to speak like the presidents, charm like the celebrities, and enchant like only you can. How will you master this magic of StageCraft to go ahead and discover and express the true spirit, the true voice of your soul? Ask yourself, what will you do once you master the art of speaking so fine that every time you get down on the stage, your audience is in an uproar, begging you to not stop talking? This has been my dream, and I hope it also becomes yours. Thank you.